Today, my New York State road trip takes me through Arundak Park, which is made up of more than 6 million acres of pristine wilderness. Millions of visitors flock here every year to enjoy the great outdoors, but the forest is also home to some pretty special businesses. One of them is Toad Hill Maple Farm, a family-run sugar house where pure, high-quality maple syrup is made right here among the towering trees. And at the heart of it all is Randy, whose roots in maple sugaring go back to his great-grandfather. I must admit, Randy, coming from Australia, I always associate maple syrup with Canada, not New York and America.
Although Canada makes a large portion of the world's maple syrup, New York does pretty well, and we make some very fine quality maple syrup here.
This is one of the maple trees right here.
Yes, this tree here, and the tubing is how we get the sap from the maple tree now.
So that's what I find really interesting. How do you extract that sap from the tree?
So this is a tap that we use to tap the maple trees. During our season, or when our season's getting started, we take a cordless drill and we drill a hole about 2 inches deep into the maple tree. And then we take a small hammer and tap that into the hole, and that's what allows the sap to drip out of the tree and down through the tubing. It's
hard to believe that a single tree like this produces that liquid gold.
Yes. The sap that comes out of a maple tree, it's clear just like water. On average, it's only about 2% sugar. And so when we process the sap into syrup, we're boiling it, and that boiling is what caramelizes the sugars and gives it its color and its indicative maple flavor that's unique to the maple tree.
So good. One of these beautiful maple trees produces just under 2 litres of maple syrup in an entire season. And that season only lasts a few short weeks in spring. It's a craft that takes patience and perfect timing and a little help from nature. And not all maple syrup is the same. There are different grades, each with its own colour and flavour.
How about if we start with the Amber Rich?
Okay.
This has a little bit more delicate maple flavor.
Oh, so smooth.
Thank you.
You can't compare it to maple syrups that are made on the market that are actually not even maple syrup.
The imitation syrups are a combination of corn syrup and a variety of chemicals. They will refer to it as natural syrup or pancake syrup, but pure maple syrup is regulated by the Department of Agriculture, and in order to use the term pure maple syrup, it has to be 100% pure maple syrup.
Exactly.
Now we're going to move on to the dark robust. So immediately you'll notice that this is a much darker in color.
Just even smelling it, you can tell that it's more intense.
Yes.
Oh, it's so good. It's really hard to describe too. I mean, you can't just say, oh, it's sweet, because it's much more complex than that.
Absolutely. Maple syrup is a very complex product. In fact, they've identified literally hundreds of different micro flavors that go into it.
And we're talking about pure maple syrup here, but there's so many other things that you can do with it.
So we have several. One of our most popular products is the pure maple candies, but we also make a pure maple cream and a pure maple sugar. And we make a bourbon barrel-aged maple syrup here, no alcohol in it.
Wow, that sounds delicious. I might have to put a few of those products in my suitcase.
Absolutely.
And this kitchen is just so cute. I feel like I might have to take over and make some pancakes, of course. In my humble opinion, pancakes are never complete without lots of maple syrup. So I'm going to make some classic buttermilk pancakes, and I'll serve it with a maple whipped butter. Sounds delicious. And I'll take it even further by adding these gorgeous apples, because let's not forget we are in New York State, home of apples. Now we'll start with some plain flour into a bowl. I've sifted this twice so we get as much aeration into that as possible. Some baking powder to get a good lift, and we'll give that a mix with a pinch of salt. And I also like to add a very tiny amount of bicarb soda. Give that another mix. I need to sweeten these, and instead of using classic sugarcane sugar, I'm going to use Randy's maple sugar. There's no cane sugar whatsoever in this. This is pure maple sugar, and it is such a treat to use. So I'm going to add 2 of these teaspoons. I'll add 1 egg. And we'll just start breaking up that egg and then we can add the milk. Now this is buttermilk. You can use plain milk for this, but I just find that when you use buttermilk in pancakes, they become extra fluffy. So buttermilk for me. And I like to do it in small batches, so it starts quite thick like that, and bringing in the sides of the flour and then adding some more. And unlike crepe batter, pancake batter should be reasonably thick, just like that. I'm just going to pop that to one side while we get onto the maple butter. Now this is butter that I've brought to room temperature, and with a whisk really beat it for quite a while until you get this soft, pale mixture. Look at that. It's fluffier in consistency and easier to handle. So we can add the maple syrup to this. Because I really want to taste it in the butter, I'm going to go for a more complex, deeper flavour. So the dark maple syrup is my choice. I also want to add some vanilla. So vanilla bean for this. Just warm it up between your fingers so we can extract as many seeds as we can out of that pod. Grab a sharp knife and cut that straight down the centre, and then scrape that out. Look how many little seeds we've just got there. Into our bowl, and just with our spatula we're going to fold everything together. Look at those speckles of vanilla, and that is ready to go. All right, we'll pop that to one side and we'll go over to the pan to cook our pancakes. All right, heat on. And when it comes to pancakes, you don't want it to be on a high heat. You also don't want it to be on a low heat. So medium is just right. You need the opportunity to get it golden on each side, but also cooked through, okay? There's nothing worse than a pancake that looks cooked on the outside, but it's really doughy. You want it to be fluffy and cake-like. So while that's heating up, I'll add a splash of oil and butter. Now, purists like to use just butter, but I find that it burns, particularly after the first or second pancake. So I'm just going to add butter and the oil. The oil will help to ensure that that butter doesn't burn. All right, I'll just allow that butter to melt. That's looking good. And for the pancakes, we'll grab a ladle and we'll add that big batter. Now, I've taken the concept of blueberry pancakes. So when you make blueberry pancakes at home, at this stage, when you see those little bubbles, you would add some blueberries. But instead of blueberries, I'm going to add some apples, because the apples in this region are just outstanding. There are so many varieties. And for these apples, I've simply peeled them, thinly sliced them, and then steamed them until they're almost cooked through. And we're just going to dot the pancake batter with the apples. And as soon as I turn this, they're going to caramelise. Delicious little way of just zhuzhing up your pancakes. And you know your pancakes are ready to flip when you start to see little bubbles develop on the top. When they start popping, it's time to flip. All right, let's have a look at this pancake. Beautiful. See how caramelised that is, and the apples are popping up? That's exactly what I'm after. All right, make a few more of these. And there's my large mountain of apple pancakes. They look fantastic, don't they? Now for the pièce de résistance, which is that maple and vanilla whipped butter. Here's a tip: heat up your spoon, so boiling water, and this will just help make a beautiful quenelle of butter. Look at that, look at all those little speckles of vanilla. And then straight onto the top of the pancakes. You've got to work fast here because it's going to start melting. And some of Randy's beautiful maple syrup. It would be rude not to add some more, just over the top. Let that cascade down the bottom. Delicious pancakes, New York State apples, maple syrup. Tell you what, life's pretty sweet here in New York.